Hey y'all, it's your girl Helen. So glad to be connecting with you beautiful souls today. You know, life is a wild ride, but one thing that's so close to my heart is faith and relationships. And speaking of relationships, today we're tackling a topic that I know is on a lot of your minds. How do you find a godly husband in 2025? Dating in the age of apps can feel like a whole different ballgame, right? But here's the good news. God hasn't changed his mind about love and marriage, so grab your coffee, tea, or sweet tea and let's dive into this together. Okay, let's just get real for a sec. You know how sometimes people act like wanting to get married is like this old-fashioned or desperate thing? But honestly, y'all, that's just not true. It's totally okay and even beautiful to desire marriage. Think about it. God literally created marriage. Genesis 2:18 says, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." This wasn't just about Adam. It speaks to God's heart for companionship. He designed us for connection, for partnership, for that special kind of love that only a spouse can bring. Not everyone who is single is lonely, and not everyone in a relationship is happy. People are alone for different reasons, some by choice, some due to past pain, and some are waiting patiently for the right person. But if you're single and dreaming of walking down the aisle, of having someone to share life with, let me tell you something. Your desire is precious. It's a reflection of God's heart for you. He put that desire in you because he knows the joy and fulfillment that marriage can bring. Okay, so we're talking about finding a godly husband, right? But before we dive into all that, I want us to chat about something super important, you. Because here's the truth, sis. The best way to prepare for a healthy, godly relationship is to work on becoming the best version of yourself. Think of it like this. You wouldn't walk into a job interview without prepping, right? You'd want to put your best foot forward, highlight your skills, and show them you're the right fit. It's kind of like that with relationships. So, before we start looking outward, let's take some time to look inward. Ask yourself some honest questions. Am I healed from past wounds? Am I dealing with any baggage that I need to work through with God? Am I growing in my relationship with Christ? Am I secure in who I am, or am I looking for someone else to complete me? A good husband isn't looking for a perfect woman. He's looking for a good partner. Someone who's real, who's genuine, who's committed to growing and becoming the best version of herself. So my sweet friend, invest in yourself. Because when you do, you're not just becoming the best version of yourself, you're becoming the kind of woman that a godly man would be so blessed to have by his side. Okay, y'all, let's be honest here for a minute. Sometimes we can get caught up in the whole tall, dark, and handsome thing, right? Like we have this long list of physical attributes that we think are non-negotiable. And don't get me wrong, physical attraction is important, but it's not the end-all, be-all. When we're talking about a lifetime partner, someone to build a life and a family with, character trumps everything. So instead of focusing solely on outward appearances, let's talk about those inner qualities that truly matter. Let's set our standards high, not just in terms of looks, but in terms of character. And trust me, that kind of love lasts a whole lot longer than six-pack abs. Y'all, I love this proverb. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 22 says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing." Did you catch that? He finds. Now that doesn't mean we just sit around waiting for Prince Charming to magically appear at our doorstep. We've got to put ourselves out there, but strategically. Think about it. If you're looking for a specific type of fish, You wouldn't go fishing in a puddle, right? You'd go to the lake, to the ocean where those fish are actually found. It's the same with relationships. So ask yourself, where are the godly, marriage-minded men hanging out? Are you plugged into a church community? Serving in ministries where you can meet people with similar values? Attending conferences or events that align with your faith? There's no shame in using Christian dating apps or connecting with people through social media. Be prayerful, be discerning, and listen to that still, small voice inside. Chapter 5. Pray, don't panic. I know. Waiting can be tough, like really tough. Especially when you see everyone around you seemingly booed up and happy. And it's in those moments when the loneliness feels real and the doubts start creeping in that it's so easy to start settling. But let me tell you this, sweet friend. Loneliness is not a good enough reason to marry the wrong person. It's just not. Don't let the pressure of being single make you compromise your standards or ignore those red flags. Instead of panicking, let's take it to the Lord in prayer. Pour out your heart to Him. Tell Him your desires, your fears, your hopes. He already knows, but He wants you to come to Him. Ask Him for discernment, for wisdom, for the strength to wait for His best. And remember, waiting doesn't mean nothing is happening. God is always working behind the scenes. Chapter 6. Know the real from the counterfeit. Okay, y'all, let's get real for a sec. In 2025, it can be hard to decipher what's genuine and what's just a facade, right? Everyone's talking about king energy and manifesting your soulmate, but let me tell you something. Not every man who says, "God told me you're my wife," is actually hearing from God. Remember what Jesus said, "By their fruit you will recognize them." Matthew 7:16. It's not just about what someone says, it's about how they live. So pay attention to the fruit, sis. Is he walking in purpose? Does he have a genuine relationship with God? Is he submitted to spiritual authority? Does he respect your values and boundaries? Listen, if he's pulling you away from God instead of closer to him, if he's encouraging you to compromise your standards or disrespect yourself, that's not your husband, honey. That's a distraction. And trust me, you deserve so much more than a distraction. You deserve the real deal. Chapter 7. Encourage yourself and trust God's timing. Maybe you've been praying for a husband for what feels like forever. Maybe you've gone on countless dates, had your heart broken a time or two, and you're just feeling discouraged. Listen, I've been there. It's easy to start wondering if you're doing something wrong, if you're not enough, or if God has forgotten about you. But let me encourage you, sweet friend. God sees you. He hears your prayers. And he hasn't forgotten about you, not even for a second. His timing is not a punishment, it's preparation. He's not just preparing your husband for you, he's preparing you for him. And in the meantime, live your life. Don't put your dreams on hold while you're waiting for a relationship. Pursue your passions, invest in your friendships, grow in your faith, and enjoy this season of singleness. Because marriage is beautiful, but so is this season. Outro. The right one won't just find you beautiful, but anointed. Well, y'all, there you have it. My heartfelt guide to finding a godly husband in 2025. It's my prayer that these words have encouraged you, inspired you, and reminded you that you're not alone in this journey. If this video blessed you, would you mind giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel? It would mean the world to me as I navigate this new adventure. And don't forget to leave me a comment below and tell me your biggest take away. Until next time, God bless you. And remember, the right one won't just find you beautiful, but anointed. Bye, y'all.